Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Universal Studios. It is time for another fun update video. Huge news. There's a lot of stuff going on at the park, and of course it is raining. Another rainy day here in SoCal, but that's not going to stop the fun. Let's go ahead and see what's going on with Super Nintendo World. Merch updates, Halloween Horror Nights, construction, a lot to go over. So make sure you lock in your like, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, because you know Chris and I are always trying to bring you the latest and greatest, all the best info, always the best info. So let's go ahead and do this. It is currently 7:30 in the morning. The park does not open till 8, but we made our way over here. And even though it is raining again, there are people already lining up for security and at the front gates. Let's make our way over there. Just like that, the gates are open.
Open up the park early. We're going to use the countdown, and that countdown is starting together now at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So they do sell the early access ticket for Super Nintendo World. If you guys did not know, I'll go ahead and talk about that in a little bit, but they have their own separate entrance right over here. Everyone else just has to wait until they open the gates, and they do normally open them about, I want to say, 15 to 20 minutes early depending on the day, but here we go. So first things first, I am going to head down to Super Nintendo World. I want to see how busy it is. It is, you know what, it's actually Wednesday, it's midweek, and again, with this rainy weather, a lot of people tend to stay away. So we're gonna see what the crowds are like, because Universal Studios has been sold out, especially on weekends. Ever since Super Nintendo World opened up back in February, mid-February, it's been busy. So I know a lot of people are on spring break. The LA area in specific, I believe spring break is next week, the first or second week of April. So the crowds are not gonna die down. I'm gonna cover some really good info for anyone that's planning on coming for spring break. And it's gonna give you an idea of what to expect for summer as well. So again, it is 7:30. You'll see right now, they are holding us off right here. But if you do have the early access ticket, they do have a separate entrance for you. And you just have to show them your ticket and you'll keep going down to the lower lot. While we wait, let me go ahead and cover what that is for you guys. If you guys did not know, the early access ticket is a separate ticket. You do have to have a ticket to come into the park, but depending on the day, it's either $20, $25, or $30. They do give you an extra hour, so you can actually enter the land, Super Nintendo World, 1 hour before everyone else. So for example, the park opens at 8. You can get here at 7 in the morning and Super Nintendo World will already be open for you. Again, $20 to $30 depending on the day. As of today, I did already notice that almost all of April is already booked. So if you are thinking about doing that in April, towards late April, get your tickets now. Again, it's a separate ticket you have to get on top of your admission. If you don't get that, of course, you can always, I would recommend getting here early. That's the biggest tip. We do go live every single week if you guys are new here, but I just want to mention, we've been saying that for a really long time now. Get here early because you want to avoid these crowds. Look at the crowds are building up really quickly. Super Nintendo World is a huge hit, and we've seen the line to get on the ride reach up to over 3 hours. Everybody's running. So they did hold us until 7:45, and then they held us again right by the escalators till 8 in the morning. And a lot of people were still checking in, coming in for the early access. So our pro tip is, if you have early access, you guys better get here an hour before. Get here on time, that way you enjoy it, because everyone is rushing to Bowser's Challenge, the ride, because it does not have express. And it is a fun ride. I would wait an hour for it. That's coming from us, from Crystal and I. We don't like waiting for things, but I would wait an hour for it. All right, here we go. We made it down here. So this is what it looks like when you rope drop at Universal Studios from now on. Everyone is rushing to Super Nintendo World. All right, we made it in the land. Welcome to Super Nintendo World, everyone. Looks like there's already a line to play some of the games to collect the keys. Yep, for the mini games. When it does rain, they're not gonna have Peach or Mario or Luigi come out for photo ops when it rains. Just a heads up. You'll see that these little bags are over. If they were here, this is where they would have the display time of when you can come get in line and get a picture with them. Let's see if this is actually 40 minutes or not. Let's see. Let's check it out. I'm not gonna do single rider today. I'm gonna wait in line. And just like that, we are back in the gift shop. So you know what? It actually was about a 40 to 50 minute wait for me, which is sounds about right. I always say give or take 10 minutes. They do have some new merch that I want to show you. Let's see if I can go over it here. If not, this store is small. If not, I'll show you the merch outside of the land. There you have it. That is how you rope drop for Super Nintendo World. So rope drop means that you get here before the park opens and you have to be waiting with everyone else. That's also rope dropping, so you can be some of the first ones to enter the land. Is it worth it? I would say yes. Okay, I waited 40 to 50 minutes for the ride. Again, that ride goes up to almost 3 hours. It currently says that it's actually at 100 minutes, so over an hour and a half right now. Even on a rainy day, people showed up. Another reason why you want to show up early is because if you do want to try the Toadstool Cafe, we've been seeing them run out of reservations by as early as like 10 or 11 in the morning. So as soon as you get here, you can join the wait list, make a reservation, or if you have any questions, just walk up to here. The team members are amazing and they'll be able to help you out. If you don't know what's on their menu here, check it out. They have a tomato soup in a super mushroom bowl. That sounds pretty good actually, especially on cold days like today. Look at the Chef Toad short rib special, fire flour spaghetti and meatballs. And this is the latest item. It dropped about 2 weeks ago, the Bowser's Fireball Challenge. If you guys have any questions, let us know. Also, I'm sure you can hear nothing but coins. Don't forget about those power-up bands. And don't forget to scan them for the ride as well. You do not need them for the ride, but it's a lot of fun. If you are a local, or if you're planning on becoming an annual pass member, now that Super Nintendo World is open, especially before summer, I would recommend getting a power-up band. They are $40, and you can find them at the stores throughout the park. I will say this, I'll give you guys a pro tip. Since I entered the park at 7:30 this morning, I did notice that the studio store was open as soon as you enter the park. On your left-hand side, they actually do sell power bands in there. So if you're here early and you're not gonna make it down here till 8, why not go in there and get a power-up band, sync it, connect it to the Universal app, and put it on. That way, once you get down here, you don't have to worry about it. But my high score today was 175 coins. What has been your highest score on Bowser's Challenge? Let us know right now in the comments. So I actually exited the land because it was just too crazy in there. But this is the first store you'll see. As soon as you get down to the lower lot, this is a little character shop. They brought back some of the hats. So you have the Goomba, you have Bowser, you have Toad. They're all back in stock. They've been gone for a while. They're $40 each now. They came out over the weekend on Saturday, actually. Again, this is all while supplies last. And if you are wondering, they're about 40 bucks and they will keep your head warm. You gotta give it up to Universal and Super Nintendo because they have some amazing merch. Look at the piranha plant. It's actually a little lamp. Chris and I already have it. We just need to set it up. And again, they do have the power bands in all the Super Nintendo World Store locations, 40 bucks. And they have it stocked on the headbands as well, the Yoshi and the Boos. They do have some more in the other stores upstairs. So let's go see what else is new at the park. Because they're opening Super Nintendo World an hour before, the Universal Studios started serving breakfast here in the lower lot. So if you did not know, over at the Studio Cafe, which is in front of the Transformers The Ride, you can actually get a vegetarian burrito, breakfast burrito, or a sausage breakfast burrito. Over here at Jurassic Cafe as well, they do have a few other options. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they stopped serving it at 11 a.m. But there you go. If you make your way down here to the lower lot early in the morning, like a lot of people are doing, you can get breakfast at either of these two locations. Now you know. Before we go any further, this is the latest breaking news. So again, as you know, special effects and the animal actors is no longer, closed forever. And the rumors are that they will demolish that building right there and build some sort of high-speed rail attraction, like a roller coaster, right? But as of yesterday, we did have some people send us videos on Instagram, on social media, that they were actually testing roller coaster sounds and effects. And you know what? I just heard it. You guys hear that? People look so confused. They're like, what the heck? But that makes sense. Those are actually speakers up there. I did notice early in the morning before I made my way down here, there was someone up there. Let me see if we can catch that again, but you can hear roller coaster sounds. And I'll explain why that makes sense in a bit. Let's see if we can catch it again. You guys hear that? Did you guys hear that? So yeah, they are testing roller coaster sounds. And you know why that makes a lot of sense? Because if they do want to have some sort of high-speed roller coaster up on this hill, again, the rumors are that it starts up here and it goes to the lower lot in some sort of fashion, and then, you know, finishes up here. But remember, this is an active working studio, so the lower lot has a bunch of sound stages and offices. Maybe they're getting a sense of what the decibel, the level of volume has to be, or what to expect. And maybe how they can adjust accordingly, because they are always filming back there. They, if we're not mistaken, they actually are currently or will be filming American Ninja Warrior in the Metro sets. But look at that, all of this area is used for filming and offices. Of course, you have their sound stages, which are 99.9% soundproof. Even when you're on the studio tour, it does become a quiet zone, so that makes a lot of sense. What do you guys think? Are you excited for a Fast and Furious roller coaster, or a roller coaster, a high-speed attraction of any kind, to come to Universal soon? We'll keep you updated, so that's another reason to make sure you subscribe, hit that follow button, turn on your notifications. Also, looks like they are clearing up this area now for Halloween Horror Nights, hopefully. Again, this is the tent behind the Mummy. Looks like they have been using it for storage. They were using it to hold equipment for the grand opening of Super Nintendo World. I think it's time for us to hop on the studio tour before we keep talking HHN, because we do have some more breaking news. Let's see if we can zoom on over to the studio tour. There you have it. That was the studio tour. So you guys see at the end, the former Scarecrow was clear. We actually came over the weekend and we noticed that they were clearing the... You can hear the roller coasters from here. You can hear the roller coaster sounds from everywhere in the upper lot. Anyways, yeah, we came over the weekend and we noticed that they were clearing out the former Scarecrow area. So we figured they were going to put up a tent this week, and they did. The tent is now up. So now we have 2 tents. And I'm not sure how clearly it came out on the camera for you guys, but that first facade is up. Production Central was closed, but this store is open. It's probably gonna open. I forget how early it is because I did a rope drop, but it's only like 10:30, so they're still closed. They probably open at 11, but this store is 50% off. So if you guys want to do any shopping, it's while supplies last. And the crowds are creeping in on this wet, rainy day. Look, there's a lot of people still coming in. Here's a current look at the wait time. So Forbidden Journey is at 15, Flight is at 20, All the Banders Wand Show is at 15. Studio Tour is a walk-on, Pets is also a walk-on, Despicable Me is at 15, The Simpsons is at 30 minutes, Kung Fu is at 15. There you go, look at Bowser's Challenge, 120 minutes, so that's a 2-hour wait. 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, everything down there is pretty much solid. The first Waterworld show is 11:30. So the only entertainment Universal has is Waterworld. They are going to be tearing this down in a few months, this whole area. We heard that they had permits that were delayed. That's why that's why they reopened Production Central and used it as a discount store for now. We'll see how long it lasts though. And this is the third house, which was La Llorona last year. The facade is up. It's not done yet. It doesn't look like it's as tall as anything we've seen before. So we'll keep covering this and we'll see what it is. And then the plaza area has been closed. I mean, ever since Whoville, Grinchmas left, they closed this area. We hear that they're tearing down all the cement in there. Who knows what they're doing and what they're going to use this for. Last year they used it heavily to promote, you know, some of their movies like the Minions Rise of Gru, and they had photo ops and meet and greets. So we'll see what they turn it into. You just gotta love the Wizarding World. Hogsmeade, especially with this weather. The snow has not melted here. Did get a chance to try their vegan butterbeer, and I mean the only difference is that it's non-dairy, the little cream that they use. I thought it was less sweet. Oh, it's so good. But I always recommend a frozen butterbeer for the summertime. But since SoCal's getting unusually cold and wet weather, a hot butterbeer sounds pretty good. A lot of cool little things you can do here. Look.
And one more sickle on school supplies.
Yeah, apart from the wands, there's a lot of fun little Easter eggs around Hogsmeade, so make sure you always keep your eyes peeled. There she is. There's Hogwarts. Starting now through summer, on select nights only, I'll go ahead and post them right here. They are going to be having the Dark Arts Hogwarts Castle light show at night. And it is a pretty cool show because they do have drone effects. That just started this weekend, so Chris and I have yet to come check it out. So just so you guys know, make sure you check the app. The first show is usually sometime around 8 or 8:45 if they close at 10 p.m. But if you click on the Universal app, click on alerts once you're here, and you'll see any show times for any Castle Lights show that they're having. Here at the Ollivander Wand Shop, the Collector's Edition wand has actually finally dropped here. We saw it drop in Orlando, and now it's here. So this is the collector's wand for this year, for 2023. It's actually really nice. I think these run from like $60 to $70, but yeah, they're collectible. There you go.
Rain and we got this blue sky out there.
I love how you protect the hat though. It's wrapped up plastic, right?
Absolutely. You know, gotta protect the hat. Gotta keep
Absolutely.
my job looking sharp, right?
You look sharp. It's just as sharp as that taxi over there. I love it. I love it.
Right, let me know, all right?
Will do. Appreciate it. Take care. We are making our way back to the front of the park. We're over here at the studio store, the second half of it. And it looks like they restocked on a lot of Nope and Jupiter's Claim merch. These are actually really cool. If you guys pay attention on the studio tour, they actually got rid of one of them. They did have two of them. One of them is in the window, the other one was standing right upright. I really like that sweater though. I really like this hoodie. And we've always had Chucky's merch, but this one is new. This little lunch pail, this tin lunch box, actually pretty cool. I like it. I really like it. $25. And as some of you know, the only confirmed house that we have so far this year is actually the Chucky, based on the TV series. Snitches get stitches. This is the back of the hoodie. Pretty cool, pretty cool. How do you guys feel about Chucky the movie? I loved Child's Play as a kid. The TV series, honestly, we just haven't gotten into it. $50 for the hoodie, not bad. And just like that, it cleared up right over the park. It is beautiful now, but I am all done with the updates. Looks like they do have a photographer here if you want to get a picture. They have a team member that'll actually take your picture. They'll give you the little card and you can check your picture at the end of the day. This is actually a really dope photo op. I really like that sign, the old school sign. And yes, it is 11 a.m. and the crowds are still coming in. They come in waves. There's a rope drop crowd, and then there's a crowd before lunch, the lunch crowd, and then all the APs, annual pass members that come after that throughout the day. But that is gonna do it for these updates. I hope you guys enjoyed the new merch. That's what it's like to rope drop here. I know the reason why I wanted to make this video today is because, again, spring break is still not over. It's gonna be ongoing for the next 2 to 3 weeks. And it's just a little snippet of what it's gonna be like over summer break. So if you are coming and you don't wanna get the early access for Super Nintendo World, get here early. If the park opens at 8, make sure you pass security at least 40 minutes beforehand and just wait in line, because that way you will be able to ride Bowser's Challenge without having to wait over 2 hours. You will be able to do Toadstool Cafe. You will be able to have fun with your power bands. And by 11 or 12, you will be able to get out and do everything else. You guys saw the wait times for everything else is like 20, 30 minutes. On weekends, of course, it does get really busy. The Simpsons will reach about an hour to 90 minutes. So it's expected. We always recommend upgrading to Express if you feel like you need to, and make the most out of your day without having to wait in all those long lines. For HHN, it'll be here in no time. We should be getting an announcement soon. So make sure you guys are following us on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok. The links are always down below. But that's it, guys. If you guys have any questions regarding anything, we appreciate your support. Crystal and I really appreciate you guys. Make sure you hit that like button. We'll see you guys in the next video.